So, where I've been at recently with everything is just like a blind focus on wave change and just completing everything. I've had this like determination that in a year I don't want my life to be in the same place. I feel like I've had goals and like dreams and aspirations for stuff nonstop. I work for it constantly, but I feel like there's always been a gap of like there's more I could be doing. There's always more you could be doing, but I'm conscious about there's like I'm not giving it 100%. Something in my brain changed where it's like in a year I don't want to be in the same position. I don't want to still be wanting this life I want. I'm just gonna blindly give it 100%, 200, a million %, literally everything I physically can. It's like physically like cannot till I fall asleep every day. I just don't want to in a year be in the same position and be like, damn, if I did give it 100%, it would be different. Or not no. So that's where I'm at. I just finished up, I gotta do the final pass, but I just finished up this on top video for law. Right now I'm about to shower, change, do all that. I'm gonna get a smoothie, because you know you gotta do little things for you each day. Little things that you enjoy each day. You reward yourself for the stuff you're working towards, because even when it's things you want and you're working towards things you want, that shit still sucks sometimes. That shit still grind, so you gotta treat yourself. But yeah, I just finished that up. Before I ran to get the smoothie, I'm just cleaning out these hard drives because with shooting so much, I got random footage in random folders, stuff not organized. I have finished videos still sitting in folders on hard drives. So I'm just trying to organize that so everything's very clear. I'm also mad excited because I moved before I was filming the videos here. I had like the mic stand right here and the camera set up there where that plan is. But I just moved all that to the office. So I set up a camera, and I set up the lights and the mic and everything in a permanent position so I could just go there. I gotta set up it in the computer, but I can just go there, turn it on, and click a button, and I could just film the videos for this channel where it was set up, and I want to start filming stuff for Wave Change 2, like the second channel, just more director's commentaries, more like stuff like that, and yeah, just that shit. But I set it all up at the office so I could just streamline it, adding the least resistance I can to do these things, to film these videos. Yeah, so I could just keep doing it and have fun doing it. I don't think I'll have time today because there's a pretty big project I got to finish up today and tomorrow. But as soon as I got some ideas for videos, and I'm just excited to use that setup. Damn, bro, I'm gonna leave. I got a package. The amount that I be ordering equipment from this place is freaking crazy. At this point, I think this is the podcast shit. I didn't even mention the podcast. All right, let me get this smoothie and we'll come back and open this. Something else I've been conscious of and I've really been trying to pay attention to is my use of social media. Not necessarily just how much I'm using it, because that for sure, like how much I won't spend too much time on it, why I'm using it. It's cool if I'm using it for the business or with a purpose. If I'm using it to post something, to respond to people, interact with people, to like build more clients. It's cool if there's a purpose behind it. But I have definitely recognized I don't do well in the sense of like I compare myself to others, even others not in my field. Just like I don't like to know what's going on outside of what affects me. Like I don't know if that's a bad thing. I don't want that to sound negative. Like it's not like I don't care about people and friends and like what's going on, but I just don't need to know. If I'm not involved, or you're not telling me, or I'm not talking to you, I don't need to know at all times throughout every day what every single person is up to. But yeah, I just don't need to know at all times what everyone's doing. And I have noticed a huge positive shift just not going on Instagram. At the very minimum, just cutting back on like if I'm not posting something, don't sit on Instagram just looking what people are doing. I've been fascinated by the idea of I don't want other people's lives or what somebody else is doing to impact what I feel like I should be doing. I just want to do what I feel like I should be doing naturally, or what inspires me, or what I'm interested in, or the stuff I'm working on. Because too many times I feel like I'm working on a project, I'm waiting for, you gotta wait a minute for something to render. I'll go on Instagram, just start scrolling, boom, and I see something that it's not like it's a bad thing or anything negative, but I'll just see something. It could be different every time, but it might be something that somebody is up to. They were out somewhere or met somebody or working on something, and I start comparing, and it pulls me out of doing the project I'm currently doing. At least while I'm in the middle of projects or in the middle of something, I don't want to see what other people are doing, because I don't want to be influenced from an outside source that I can't regulate. Alright, boom. So you got the smoothie, stuff 1 acquired. Let's see what we got from B&H. I am pretty sure it's the podcast, the interface for the podcast, a camera cage for the new S5 II. Switched out of the Blackmagic. Well, I mean, the Blackmagic is definitely gonna be the second camera still, but main camera, we're using the Lumix S5 II. So I got a cage for that, and then like a handle, and just the basic body. It is. We got the case for the body. I love the small rig bodies. Bam! This will be announced soon. It's not a Wave Change podcast, unfortunately. It is, in fact, for a podcast that Wave Change is producing. Got to keep the receipt. Pro tip: keep all your receipts, even if you're not a business yet, but you plan to be a business. One day, you just hand all these receipts to a very polite business partner, and they have to struggle to balance all that out.